Murder in the eyes of a Catholic is wrong, period. Through the Church, it can be found that even the death penalty, a sentence designed only for those who have committed only the most terrible of crimes, is wrong. To Catholics, under their social teaching and principles, human dignity is one of the most important things that a creation of God has. In a world wrapped by materialism and declining respect for human life, the Catholic Church proclaims that human life is sacred and that the dignity of the person is the foundation of a moral vision for society. Community and the common good are key standpoints for each individual human. Every human has the right to live in the eyes of our Lord, and we as humans have no right to take that right away from each other. We are made in His image, and it is up to us to obtain His image and make sure that each of us can live in the way that He intended to. Murder will always be wrong. There is no right, there is no wrong in any justification.
Murder envelops all vices, however no virtues. Taking a life, according to Catholic teachings, is only acceptable in self-defense. Reasons for murder all boil down to the vices we are taught in our faith, specifically greed, envy, and wrath. When one becomes too obsessed with earthly items and regards them higher than his neighbor, he falls into the vice of greed. Some so much so that they would kill another person to claim something for themselves. Envy, like greed, makes a person think more of themselves than others. However, envy lies in others' possessions or loved ones, becoming a temptation for another, again, driving some people to killing to obtain what they desire. Wrath is deep hatred and anger, fueled with emotion. Most people who have an intent to kill fall under this vice, which has the worst reason. The temptation of wrath for murder is to simply rid the life of another person for what always comes to be a selfish reason. All the vices have something in common. They all are caused by a lack of compassion for others. We fall to these temptations when we let go of our ties to others, or put ourselves before them.
The Catholic Church believes that murder is wrong and a mortal sin. The fifth commandment states, "You shall not kill." Human life is sacred because from the beginning it involves the creative action of God and remains forever in a special relationship with the Creator, who is its sole end. The Catholic Church also considers abortion a form of murder, and that is also a sin. Corporal punishment, such as the death penalty, is also considered a form of murder. Murder is, in the eyes of the Church, can be right if it's in self-defense, such as legitimate self-defense of a person or societies is an exception to murder. If you're protecting your own self, your own body from harm or from death, then it's not technically murder, it's self-defense. Or in wartime, killing is part of your job, and while it's frowned upon, it is not necessarily condemned by the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church has multiple stands on murder, and as I stated earlier, it all depends on situations, but their overall stand on it is that it is a mortal sin, and it is extremely wrong, and one of the worst sins that you can commit against God.
The moral object is then, in terms of morality, towards which a knowingly chosen act is inherently directed. The moral object of murder is for someone to die. We commit murder knowing that the moral object of it is that someone's life will be ended right in front of us. Intention is generally defined in terms of foresight, of particular consequences and a desire to act or fail to act so that those consequences occur. The intention of murder is to kill someone for a reason that seems right in only our mind. We cannot justify murder, and we can't get away with it for the most part in today's society. People don't premeditate murder planning on just hurting them. They want them gone and off this planet. Circumstances are the way something happens or the specific details of an event. Circumstances will depend on each situation. It could be anywhere at any time, in front of anyone. Murder can also be something that you try and get away with and let nobody know. Reasons that may seem just in our mind and not the mind of others. Either way, it is not morally right and goes against the Catholic teachings to commit murder. In our society today, we cannot commit murder and get away with it for a just reason. It takes a person with a different mindset to go out and end someone's life before it should have.